welcome to the Not Nerd Show, and ho ho ho. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Ho ho ho!
Yes.
I hope all your hoes are good to goes, as they say in the Navy.
They say, ooh, head idea. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
When I was looking for head ideas, there were definitely some questionable ones.
I bet.
Out there. Try to keep it family friendly. But speaking of which, so we are live Monday, December 23rd at 4 p.m. A full 26 hours early, 26 and a half hours early, due to the holidays. And I'm not going to say that there's a special reason, but I'm going to show you my hat.
Why is that so loud? Why is it doing that? Did you hear the whoop?
No,
anyway,
I didn't hear
Okay,
any whoop.
Anyway, I do want to see your hat, and Merry
Yes.
Christmas to whatever this is going to be.
Yes, and I can't really say anything. I'm under NDA, but...
Oh, you are a Santa in training.
Yes.
Do they, like the movie, like in the Santa Claus, do they swap out Santas every once in a while and get new ones?
I think there have been some of that. Yeah, so I'm, Santa isn't eternal. Immortal, that would be the word you're looking for.
Immortal, yeah.
No, this is one of the new hats I made this year.
Tell us about your background there.
Oh, yeah. So I may or may not have had to travel north related to my hat. And I rented a red and white VW bus to drive to the North Pole. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
You got a nice little creeper guy behind the couch.
A little drone Dave hanging out over there.
Now, one thing that I'm confused about, are you inside or outside? Because that could just be a big plate glass window.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's a covered porch.
Yeah. But...
yes, there is. I don't know if this will work.
Oh, that's definitely...
clear things up. I forgot about the raging fire that has my back burning right now.
So that's definitely a covered porch.
So let me know, viewers out there, after you hit like and subscribe and ring that bell, if you see my chair engulfed in flames, let me know.
Yeah, it's good to know.
There is a fire behind me. But speaking of Santa in training, Dave, I stopped by your house. I actually, if you're on social media today, you might have seen the driveway cam. I got a little capture of it.
I was not
about the show, but I dropped something off for you.
Okay,
you have that available?
I do. Yes, I just thought you were going to talk about it. It's right here. It's a wonderfully wrapped Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
We've got this one.
Sky, Chase,
and this one.
Chase is on the case. Sky, you got Marshall. I think is it just the three of them rotate?
Oh no,
there's Rocky.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Paw Patrol.
Those guys.
A movie that I do not recommend unless you're very young and like Paw Patrol. But I did get something. Now I'm hoping you didn't have this. We came across this item.
Should I open it now?
I bought it immediately. Yeah, let's go ahead and open it.
It's always
if you don't have it, or if you do have it, you might need another copy. But this is the penultimate Dave.
You know me, I'm always looking to get more books in my life.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I should have thrown some Kindles in there for you. I've got a couple laying around.
I can't wait. Oh my word! I can tell immediately that it is a Star Trek themed book.
Yes.
Fun with Kirk and Spock. Now, sadly, I do have a signed copy of this from William. No, I don't. I have never seen this book in my life. This is great.
Nice.
Let's.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Look at this. This is brilliant. This is amazing.
I think maybe Chelsea found that somewhere and sent it to me, and I was like, "Yep, that's what he's getting."
Hilarious. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to read a little bit of it on the air, if I may. See the Enterprise. See the Enterprise go boldly. Go, 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 Enterprise. Go boldly. 3 crew members beamed down to a mysterious planet. 1 red shirt, 1 blue shirt, 1 yellow shirt. 3 crew members beamed down. 3 crew members have an adventure. I'm going to read this and cherish this. And a little ominously, the next page, the red guy's not there, which makes me wonder what happened to red shirt crew
Ooh,
member.
suspense.
What's gonna?
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much, Nate. That's awesome.
Yes. I like to. Well, I like to buy stuff, and then every
Yes.
once in a while, I find something that I would like to buy for other people. So
Yes, that was amazing.
yes.
Well, and speaking of buying things, I just want to quickly do a shout out to my good friend Elliot, who, let's see what he says here. He's at the store getting barbecue pellets. This guy is making so many smoked meats and wondermous things that I can't even begin to imagine how wonderful it must smell around there.
Yes.
But if you recall, quite a while ago, Elliot had sent me a box of stuff, and there was a communication breakdown. We got everything resolved, but I finally today figured out why he sent me this roasted dandelion blend tea. Yeah. I'm like, is it a joke? Is it a real thing? I didn't want to try it until I talked to him. So sadly, it's been so long, but we did get it resolved. It's a legit thing.
And I think he is in the chat. I'm driving home live and I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'll tell you what he said. He said that this is a delightful treat. Put a little sweetener in there. I like the stevia. He uses agave nectar or something, and a little bit of milk. And so later after the show this evening, I'm going to try this. I'm going to curl up next to my
video. Next to your raging fire on our covered porch here.
Next to the video of the fire on my TV in the front room. And enjoy some of this. And so I will report back, but it was a delight talking with Elliot for quite a while today. We had some good things to talk about. So shout out to him and his generosity.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, we have some exciting news for you, the viewer. Well, actually more exciting for us, but exciting for all. If you have been listening we are a couple weeks away from 9 years of doing this thing.
What? I haven't even known you 9 years. I have underwear
that's awkward. We have been talking since literally our first episode about going to CES.
Oh, yes.
And we made it happen. We are actually going this year, January 7th through 10th. It starts on Tuesday, so we will be in Las Vegas Tuesday the 7th, and we will figure out how to do some sort of live show. It won't be a normal show, I'm guessing, but to at least talk about that first day at CES. I thought the tickets had closed, but I went on there and I was like, Dave, I think maybe we missed it. Let me try. And then we looked at airfare and lodging, and everything worked out better than I expected. Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yeah, I have a dear friend who lives there who helped us out with some very cheap accommodations. The airplane tickets were cheap.
Yeah.
And we even got a discount on the show because of a coupon code. So
yes.
Why haven't we done this sooner? It's the question.
Yes, and producer Todd's in the chat. CES? Wow, you'll be the first to try the new strain of bird flu.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Yes. Well, so we'll be going to Vegas. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the show floor.
7th through the 9th, 10th, whatever it is.
10th. And we will be walking around I'm going to be trying to get as much swag as possible, but
I'm going to try to gamble as much money as I possibly can.
That too, after hours. But I am so excited just to see all the technology. And I was thinking about it because, Dave, you and I, the people that we listen to most of the time, tech podcasters, YouTubers, they've been going to CES for 20 years. Yeah. They are jaded. They don't even really want to go. They think it's dumb, but you and I, lovers of technology, are going to just run in head over heels, excited to try to see everything we can and enjoy it all.
We're going to be like children who probably are 5 to 8 years old, who have been to Disneyland for the first time. And they go through the gates and they're like, what is all this? I want to see everything right now. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. And some of the stuff that I read, we need to get some good shoes because we're going to be on our feet a lot.
Yes, we will be wearing our Apple Watches so we can report back on steps taken. And I am sure, well, you know us, we'll be packing plenty of technology
Oh,
and be capturing as much video as humanly
I'm going to
possible.
get a hernia from carrying all the cameras and stuff.
But
So
oh, we got one of those fold-up wagon things. Maybe we'll take that along and just wheel around gear.
you'll be riding in it before the day's over.
Yes.
I had a point. I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to
Yeah.
be a good time. And yeah,
Yes.
who knows? We'll record a bunch of content and we might even post it online. We might even edit it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it that next week on the show, and it'll
Yeah.
be glitchy. We won't be able to show it, but yeah, I'm hoping to really see what's new and exciting in technology. And there's always the gimmicky stuff and
So
TVs and cars, and I mean, they literally have everything. I was looking at the map, and all the different categories of stuff that's there is wild.
how much swag are you going to come home with, do you think? What's your wife
I'm
going to say?
hoping for all of it.
All of it.
And my plan is, I might have mentioned this to you, Dave. My plan is to get a car as swag, load it up with swag, including a TV, a new washer and dryer, and then just drive that home.
Or fly it
That's
back on
my
the swag plane that you got.
yeah. Oh, yes, swag
Even
plane. That is my life goal.
that's my new
Swag plane.
that's my new Xbox username.
Yes. Nice. So yeah, plenty of that. That'll be so we'll have next week's episode just before the end of the year, and then the next week we will be in Vegas. So wild stuff. We
Yeah.
finally made it happen. It will actually be the 9-year anniversary of our show while we're in Vegas.
And are we going to take the $27 that we've earned off of this show and spend it down there?
We will put it all on. Let us know in the comments.
Black
Put it
or
on
red?
red. Yeah, red or black. We will take all that Amazon affiliate money, put it on, and we could double our $27.
What are we going to do with all that money?
Whew.
That's crazy.
Spend
Yeah,
it.
that's exciting. I'm
Yes.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Well, our main topic today, tech news, has for the most part slowed down here towards the end of the year, but there were a couple things that I thought I'd bring up. First of all, Apple honors the 2024 App Store Award winners.
What do you think of this screen?
Oh, the Firefox search bar. Yeah, our main topic today.
What is
searching
happening
on
here?
Firefox.
Why is that not working?
Go live on the wager. Yes, we will try to get some live. Maybe we'll just do a bunch of live random stuff while we're down there in CES too.
At the risk of showing, I don't know, who knows, I'm going to redo this. That's weird. So just please keep talking. I'm going to try to fix this display here.
Yes. So for the App Store awards, there was one that it has not been out that long, and we were talking about it. Kino, Kino, the new video app that got the app of the year.
Wow.
iPhone app of the year, Kino, and they are the same ones that make Halide, the wonderful photo app. But yeah, pretty crazy, especially when Apple released Final Cut Pro on the iPhone this year, their own video app, but they chose a different video app. And I think it's, what is it, $10 regular price, maybe $20?
I'm not sure.
I know I got it half price when they launched, but maybe they'll have another deal.
And you turned me on to this app, and I think I have yet to launch it.
I've launched it a couple times and played around with it. I'm just such a sucker for the default camera app on iPhone, but it has some really cool features. They've got some presets or not logs. When you shoot and log and you use
it's a LUT.
A LUT. They have built-in LUTs. There's one by Tyler Stallman, who we really like, and some other people have created these video effects that you can put into the video real time. It's got audio monitoring, which that's one that I could really use just to make sure if I'm using a microphone that it's working and that kind of stuff. But iPad app of the year was Moises from Moises Systems. This is a music composition
Can you talk
compensation.
today? Are you having a
I
stroke?
can't. I'm so
Nate,
excited. It's Christmas time.
that's true. Who can help you?
Yes.
Who can
And
blame you?
Elliot asked, "Is that legal to video in a casino?" Well, we'll
Yes.
sure give it a shot. And if not, we'll have live video of our arrest. So we can only hope.
I believe it is legal, but if they ask you to stop, then you have to
Yes.
stop.
Maybe not at the table
Yeah.
gambling.
Well, in the convention centers, it's going to be in the convention hall.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a music composition app. I have not used that one. Mac app of the year, Adobe Lightroom. Again, one of their
Interesting.
biggest competitors, but I have heard good things. I don't use Lightroom much, just because I don't do a lot of photo shoot type stuff, but it's got some great features. The picture, they've got an object removal, which you can do on your iPhone now.
You know, what'd be great is if they offered Lightroom as a separate purchase or subscription, but no, you have to download
Do the
full stupid. I think they have a photography one that's
for
Photoshop.
$10 a month, you can get Photoshop and Lightroom.
$10, man, I could subscribe to a streaming service for that.
The Apple Vision Pro app of the year, What If, an immersive story from Marvel Studios. Now, I downloaded this on my Vision Pro. I loaded it.
Bragger.
I spent a couple minutes with it, and it just didn't grab mine, but it's a very cool immersive story application. Not really a game, but kind of a live comic book, if you would.
It's like an experience.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Apple Watch app of the year, Lumi. I have not heard of that one.
I don't know anything about this. What's it do?
I don't know. It looks like it tells you where the sun is.
It shows you when sunrise is, because there's no other way to find that out.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, we'll check that out. But I'm an Apple Watch fan, so
yeah,
very interesting.
Apple TV app of the year, F1 TV. Have you gotten into F1 at all, Dave?
Negative.
F1 racing? Either have I.
I mean, at least it's not like NASCAR where you turn left for 7 hours. This is a little more interesting. But no, I'm not a big sports guy to begin with. And I suppose if I were to pick a sport, auto racing probably would be on my list above football, basketball, those type of sports. But no, I just haven't. But a lot of people who get a taste of it really go hard for it. So maybe one of these days I'll get into it. What about you? Are you a big F1
I'm
guy?
not. I got into NASCAR for a while years ago, pre having a kid.
Yeah.
I would watch it some, but F1's impressive, but I just don't have time.
There's a lot of skill there and a lot of endurance and a lot of high performance machinery. So I mean, what's not to like?
Yeah. And then we get into the games. iPhone Game of the Year, AFK Journey.
And AFK typically stands for away from keyboard.
Yes. From Farlight Games. Looks like your typical battle game where you probably get characters. I played a different one for quite a while, where you rank up and do all this. And I don't really know. The iPad Game of the Year, Squad Busters from Supercell.
I'm not familiar with this one. This is like the other ones that they do. That is Clash of Clans, and there's another one. Oh, hold on.
Driveway cam action.
I got my beautiful daughter coming home.
Nice.
Well, that was short and sweet, but there we go. Yes. So I might try this out. I don't know. Balatro has been in the news quite a bit, so I might try that one out.
Okay.
So that's a different one.
Yeah, we need some Dave Plays Games back on the scene.
We do.
Mac Game of the Year, People Game on the Mac. Thank goodness you're here from Panic.
I heard of this game, but I had not seen any screenshots. It is not what I thought it would be. This is like a kid's book, kind of like the book you gave me. Where is it?
Yeah, it's crazy how much of this stuff's out there that wins this award is the best of from Apple, and I'm not familiar.
Well, you and I don't do a lot of gaming on our iOS devices or Macs. I do mine on Xbox back here and my Switch. That's about it.
Yes. And the Apple Vision Pro Game of the Year, Thrasher Arcade Odyssey.
I've not
I have
even heard
not
of this
played that
one.
one. No, I'll have to
Weird.
check it out.
Looks kind of heavy metal there.
Yes, I will definitely check that one out. Oh, and then Apple
Oh,
Arcade Game
there
of
it
the
is.
Year,
There it is.
Balatro Plus.
That's the one everybody's talking about. It's
Mm,
it's poker, but without any of the poker rules. All the
mm.
rules are different, and
Oh,
they're like the jokers, as you can see, are different. They power up, so
oh,
you can
cool.
earn points by using different jokers. I've launched it, kind of went through the tutorial, left going, I don't understand anything about this game.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Very nice. Well, I haven't done, and it's Apple Arcade, which we both are subscribed to, so
yeah,
it's free. There's no ads, there's no purchasing stuff, which is, I've said it before, makes Apple Arcade a very nice thing to just have games, because Isla always wants all these pet store games and stuff on her iPad, and it's just nonstop ads and
yeah,
wanting money from you.
yeah.
Um,
And little kids can be tricked into pushing buttons that
yes,
they shouldn't be
yes.
pushing.
But they also have some cultural impact things and stuff. But if you want to try some new apps, if you're looking for something new, you can go there. You can read through all those. Oh, New York Times Games made it as a
Mm.
cultural impact award.
Oh, I might be interested in this one. Daily art from Susanna Stanska. Say that
Yeah.
5 times fast. Um,
Yes.
yeah, look at that. Vincent Van Gogh sunflowers. Very cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's New York Times games. So lots of stuff. If you're into the iOS ecosystem at all, check out this uh,
Yeah.
link that will be in the show
Yes.
notes, and you can read through and click on them and try them yourself.
Yes. And they also had, I had another link, the most downloaded apps and games, which they had some different lists, like the top free iPhone app. Number one was Timu, and then Threads, because that was new, TikTok, which I've got another link in the show notes that TikTok, lawmakers remind Apple it must remove TikTok from the App Store next month. January 19th, I believe,
Hmm.
is the current date when TikTok will need to be removed from the US app stores. But ChatGPT, Google, Instagram, WhatsApp, CapCut, YouTube, and Gmail, the
Eh,
top.
Some of those have been around a while.
Yeah.
Gmail,
And for
YouTube,
them to
Instagram.
still be top downloads
Wow.
is pretty amazing. Top paid apps: Shadow Rocket, Hot Schedules,
Man, what type of schedule maker is this? I kind of want to
yes,
try it out.
Procreate Pocket, which I believe we talked about, the 75 Hard, people trying to get in shape,
Hmm.
Anki Mobile flashcards, Auto Sleep Track Sleep on Watch. That's a good name. Paprika Recipe
I
Manager
might own
3.
that one. I might own that one actually.
Yeah. Tonal Energy Tuner and Metronome. I think, oh, not a paid one. I got tried a free one, I think, on something like that. Goblin Tools, Forest Focus for Productivity.
Wow, a lot of productivity stuff.
Yes. And the free
Interesting.
iPhone games, Block Blast at number one. Top paid iPhone games, Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I've got that one.
We do that. Top free iPad apps, YouTube is number one, with Netflix number two. So a lot of video consumption.
Streaming. Yeah.
Top paid iPad apps, Procreate, which is, but Adobe, if you remember, they made their similar app to Procreate for art creation free for all users. So it'll
Hmm.
be interesting to see if that kind of stays at the top or if Adobe can inch their way in on that.
I'm not sure. I almost purchased the Procreate Dreams app. It's an animation type tool.
Yeah.
I still may. It's like $20 or something like that. So when I have time enough to sit down and play around with it, I might get that.
Yeah. So, and then they go on top free iPad games, Roblox, which gets a lot of play in our house, and top paid iPad game, Minecraft, which gets, those are the two things Isla does most of the time, Minecraft and
Mm-hmm.
Roblox. Then you've got your Apple Arcade games. Again, if you have the Apple Arcade, just go in there and see what's there. There's some fun games, some games like NBA 2K24,
Yeah.
Snake IO. I love that one. Sneaky Sasquatch.
Yeah.
The arcade is really good, but yeah, I thought we would talk a little bit about that today, and maybe it's time to treat yourself to a new app for Christmas,
Yeah.
free or paid.
I agree. Those are all good options.
Yes, yes. Well,
My my snow went away in the background. I had to get it
oh,
going again.
Well, you know what I hope doesn't go away in the background?
What's that?
Dave's Pro Tip of the Week.
What was I gonna say to? No, I have it. I actually planned this out. So let's see if I can get my handy dandy phone thing working here.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people like me were thinking, what the heck is a Genmoji? I keep hearing people talk about a Genmoji, and I don't even know how to access or do it. Is it an app? Where do I go? What do I do? There's Image Playgrounds. Is it the same thing? I was just confused. I'd hear people talk about it. I never dug in. So 1 or 2 nights ago, I made the decision I'm going to figure out what a Genmoji is. And it was much simpler than I had thought, but also more complex.
Ooh.
It's like the guy from the Aardman animation. Yes, but no. So there's a caveat. You have to be running an iPhone 15 Pro, an iPhone 16, or a 16 Pro to take advantage of all of the new Apple AI, or that'd be Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence features.
Yes.
So this may not apply to you at all. But if you're updated to iOS 18.2 and are on one of these newer devices, then you can do a Genmoji. And again, I'm going to try to show you how this works. I'm going to go into my messages, and I know it's not showing right now. I don't want to give away anything. Okay, here we go. So here's, I'm in the messages. I believe you can do this in any text field, but it's most used in messages. And so then I'm going to click down into the text message area, like, hi, or whatever. This is where it gets a little confusing. In the bottom left-hand corner of my phone, at least, there's a smiley face, which is the universal emoji icon. So I'm going to click that, and it brings up your emojis, your flags, and your smiley faces and all that stuff. Well, you'll notice right above this flower right here, there's another icon that looks like the smiley face icon you just clicked on. But this time, it's rainbow colored and has a little plus next to it. So if I click on that, it says start with a few words or a phrase that best describes your ideas. And I'm going to say pickle wearing a cowboy hat. And let's see if it'll make an emoji, or a Genmoji, I should say. Look at that. It made a pickle wearing a cowboy hat. And I can just add that to my message. And now, instead of picking like mushroom, like it's someone lame, I have my own. It's a pickle wearing a cowboy hat. That did not exist before. Now, I'm going to be contacting the emoji consortium and say, we need to add a pickle wearing a cowboy hat. Actually, I think it should be a pickle with modifications. Santa hat, cowboy hat. And you should be able to choose a dill pickle or a sweet pickle. So I'll see what they say.
Do those look different?
Well, they taste different.
Well, yes, they do. Maybe on the latest update, I am running the beta. I don't know if the taste feature has been installed yet.
Well, lick the screen and you should be able to
Okay.
tell. But anyway, that's a Genmoji. It's wherever you use emojis, there's that special icon with the little plus button.
Nice.
If that's around where you are, you should be able to generate a Genmoji. Now, after that, like I could send it. Is it in my recents after I send it? I don't know. I don't know what's happening with these things. Does it stay in my recents? Or?
Yes, it does show up I created a couple. I tried Santa with a ridiculously long mustache.
As one does.
And then Santa is a robot.
So here's one that I did. It is there. I answered my own question. I'm just going to show you in the camera because I think it's more fun here. It's Santa on fire. Well, I thought it would be funny, but right there. So it's one I made, the first one I made.
Nice.
Santa on fire.
Very cool. I had not tried the Genmoji yet, and I've had the ability for quite a long time. I've done some of the image playground, but I hadn't done the Genmoji. So now, yeah, eternal, well, a vastly wider option because we only had what 10,000 emoji. I'm
Yeah,
sure there are some limits on what you can create,
there's always
as Apple
somebody
likes
that's
to
like,
do.
well, I want a horse, but I want it with a bow on its head. You don't have one of
Yeah,
those, so my life is ruined. And so now you can just make your own.
very nice. I like it. Well, that brings us to everyone's favorite segment, just the headlines. And we have daylight since we're recording
We
earlier.
do.
It looks a lot lighter at your house than it does at my house.
I think it's a trick of the camera
Ah,
because you may be noticing, I'm sure you noticed, I have a different camera than I did
yeah.
the other day. I I finally unhooked my Wise Cam, which is over there in a
Mm,
box. And I noticed that it had a much wider field of view. And so we're a little constrained here.
yeah.
But one thing that this camera has that the other one didn't have is the PTZ feature, the
Oh, look at that.
pan tilt, whatever
Nice.
the other Z is.
Zoom.
Oh, zoom. Yeah, pan tilt zoom. Although this is just,
Wow, look at this whole new world we've
I know.
revealed here. We
And
buried the lead on this episode.
I know it should have just been
Show
all.
title.
So when my neighbor comes in their car, I can be like, "Hey, look, this person's getting out of their car." No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. But at least I can look over at the mailbox and say, "Hey, is the mail guy coming?"
Oh, yes.
So it's a little more
Yeah,
helpful.
and little did I know when I stopped by your house, I didn't realize or think to realize when I shot my little video that I made that it was a new camera I
Different
was looking
camera.
at. So I revealed it before the show, but I guarantee nobody, absolutely nobody knew it was a different camera from that
And
perspective.
I didn't even watch the video that you made, so
Yeah,
I need to
there
do
we
that.
go.
Would you say it was on a social
I
media?
did it as an Instagram and Facebook story, and I did a picture on YouTube as a post to remind people we were going
I do my
live.
YouTube watching at night, so I
Yeah,
will I will watch it
see
later,
if
I'm sure.
it shows up in your feed. But let's get to just the headlines.
Almost 800 arrested over Nigerian crypto romance scam. And I was one of them.
Driverless bus service in Scotland to be withdrawn due to lack of interest.
TP Link faces possible US ban as hijacked routers for those of you in the UK fuel Chinese attacks.
We're about to fly a spacecraft into the sun for the first time.
What could possibly go wrong? Scientists and engineers produced the world's first carbon 14 diamond battery with potential lifespan of thousands with a T of years.
And recent panic over black plastic started with a math error. And those are just the headlines.
Math error. That's why my wife married me. There was a math error somewhere.
Yes.
She's like, he's got lots of money. Wait, I
Wait a
used the
second.
times and
I
not the
missed some.
minus.
Yeah. No, that one I had seen some videos, Instagram reels of you need to throw away all your black spatulas. And so I saw that headline, and it turns out that orders of magnitude they had exaggerated the risk with their poor math.
Let me
And
guess, it's a cancer risk.
yes,
Oh, of
the
course.
article has been retracted, and I think maybe I saw today that that journal has like been delisted as a reputable journal.
Yikes. Check
Yes.
your math, folks. If you need
Yes.
help with math or technology, contact Nate. He is a math certificate.
Mathlete.
What is
I
it?
lettered in math.
Lettered in math. I always forget this.
Yes,
We don't
it
bring
is
it up
on my
often enough.
letterman. Yeah, we need to make sure maybe that should just be at the top of every show.
I seriously hope that you put lettered in math on your resume.
Oh,
Like even, I mean, let's say it's 10 years from now and you're
yeah.
getting a job as a truck driver or something. It's like lettered in math, high school.
That is why I started my own company, so that I never had to apply for a job again. So knock on wood, I
Well,
will can have mediocre success in my business, so I don't have to apply for jobs anymore.
it might be fun just to apply for a job, even if you're not
Oh
going
yeah,
to take it.
just
And then,
put I lettered in math.
yeah, I mean, just to see what the reaction is. Make a
I like.
YouTube video about it.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Well, let us move on to our takes of the week. Producer Todd, you and I on our text chat, this one came up, but YouTube is letting creators opt into allowing third party AI training. And you might be thinking, oh, that's cool. You could get paid to let your content be part of AI. No,
No.
you just, which I was thinking for Not Nerd, hey, let's put our stuff in there. We could care less if they're processing off of our channel, and then maybe it will be cited in some sources and get some more views.
Right.
But yeah, it's I mean, at least they're asking now.
Well, that was the whole contravesty of
Yeah,
Apple's revelation that,
of
hey,
all AI.
you can opt out of this if you just put this on your website. Of course, we've already taken everything. This is only
Yeah.
for future things. So, yeah.
Yes. The default setting is off, which yes, that is different than, and all the everything on the web has been scraped already. Now they're trying to do this good gesture of
Mm-hmm.
kind gesture of, oh, do you want your stuff to be in on this?
Right.
But
Yeah, it's evolving. We'll see what happens. But
yes, and it does say the initial list of companies includes the following, according to TechCrunch: AI2i Labs, Adobe, Amazon, Anthropic, Apple, ByteDance, Cohere, IBM, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, OpenAI, Perplexity, Pika Labs, Runway, Stability AI, and XAI.
man,
So,
I've only heard like of 3 of those.
yes, the trillions of dollars represented by that list of companies, and they I don't know what the answer is if they're supposed to pay for all this, but I feel like if they're making money off of stuff,
Yeah.
there should be some compensation.
Well, I mean, YouTube, it's funny. It's like they will give copyright strikes all day long on people who are using content that is owned by somebody else. Yet
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
go out and steal as much content as they can get their hands on.
yeah,
Oh, the
yes.
irony or the hypocrisy, whatever the correct word
All
is.
of the above.
Yeah.
Well, our next one, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, the iPad turns 8.
Or
8 years
the
ago.
AirPods. I thought so.
AirPods,
Yeah.
yeah, not iPods, AirPods, my beloved AirPods. And I will never forget, there's two things, well, that'll be difficult for me to forget. When we started, how many years since we started the podcast? Because it was about 7 months before Isla was born.
Yeah.
And the AirPods, because they were about 5 months after she was born. And
And how old
I
is
was,
she? 4?
she is, yeah, 4, 8.5, but I
Dang.
had the wired headphones all the time when she was a baby, and that was miserable. So when the AirPods came out, I was instantly sold. And as we well
Oh,
know, there's some of my extras. I think I have 2 or 3 more sets. I even have a random single AirPod
right.
that was orphaned as part of my collection.
Now, Nate,
But
I don't know if we talked about this, and I wasn't going to do it as a pick of the week because we've talked about it ad infinitum. But I picked up a cheap
oh yes,
pair of the $154 AirPod Pro 2s when they were on sale on Amazon.
yeah,
And
yes.
I
I
know,
think you mentioned it like at the
yeah.
very end of the show or something the other week,
And I
but
say cheap. I mean, $154 is not
yes,
to
yes.
sneeze at, but the
Cheaper than Apple's retail price.
retail's $249. So
Yeah,
that was a significant. And I've been waiting for like 2 years for the new ones to come out, and they never
yes.
did. So I just got the ones on sale.
They are the ones I use every day, and they are really wonderful. But yes, any version of AirPods, a great technology. So happy 8th birthday. Maybe next year we'll get a cake, an AirPod cake.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, the next one I had was just a little project or product that I found from Elevation Labs. They have a time capsule enclosure, which you take your AirPod, you put it in there, and it will last up to 10 years.
Okay, hold on a second. You put Okay, I'm gonna switch to the
So
thing
you
here.
take your AirTag. So we've switched from AirPods to AirTags, the
Right.
location finding device. You unscrew the back of it, you put it in there.
Oh,
You put in 2 double A batteries, it looks like,
yeah.
maybe 3. The picture's a little weird
I think
there.
it's two. It's two.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's just offset a little bit. But with those, they say you can get up to 10 years. Now, the
Wow.
AirTags, they already last, what is it, a year?
At least 1 year. I think
Yeah.
probably 2 years is if they're just sitting there.
But yeah, that's I mean, it makes it a lot bulkier, but if you had a certain use case or like the one that I keep in my car, I could use this device. It's only 20 bucks and then you supply the batteries. I think I might pick one of these up, but then I will never have to worry about the AirTag in my car, the battery dying or
Yeah.
anything because if you have the room. Now, if it's on your keychain, you probably don't want this big bulky thing.
But in your bag, your backpack or
Yeah.
whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a brilliant product. I got to be
Yes.
honest. I think I'm going to get one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, why
amazing.
not? So that might be a future pick of the week from both of
Yes,
us or
that's
one of us.
amazing.
And that takes some AA batteries. Well, our next 2 stories are about our beloved power banks and Bluetooth speakers. Nearly 500,000 with a T power bank chargers sold on Amazon recalled due to fire and burn hazard.
Yeah, this is not a fun story by any stretch of the imagination. 500,000 chargers are sold and recalled. Now, you really got to be, I can't remember if I brought this up on the show or what, but you can purchase, they're supposed to be health related wands and things. They release ionizing radiation
Mm,
at various levels. And one issue is that they're not built well or maintained well. And so you can buy radioactive material and it could leak out. It
mm.
could be of a higher intensity than is advertised. I mean, it's not regulated at all.
Yes,
So it
yes.
doesn't surprise me that nearly 500,000 of these power banks have been out in people's houses that are fire risks because
Yeah.
they're just all kinds of garbage. You got to really be
Especially when
careful.
you just go on Amazon and buy the cheapest one, and you might say, "Well, should I just buy Anker ones?" Like you guys always talk about Anker.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
our next story,
What do you think of that?
Anker issues recall for 3 Bluetooth speakers due to fire risk. Stop
And
using them now.
so I have this one. It's right over there. I won't bother to get it. The Soundcore 2, I think is what it is. I have that one and it's currently recalled. And at work, I bought the guys, it's a circle about this big and it's a Bluetooth
Oh,
speaker for like doing
yep,
conference calls
I
and stuff.
see those everywhere.
Yeah. And I got an email the other day. Oh, this product has been recalled. So I guess I'm going to have to deal with that. So
Yeah.
Anchor is a good product, a good company,
Yeah.
but they too are not even immune to these faulty
Ugh,
batteries.
yes.
So it's scary. You don't want them to be in your bag and then have them catch on fire.
No,
Here we
that would
go.
not be a good thing.
It's one of these guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I literally just saw one of those on the desk of one of my clients
Yeah.
the other week.
I don't know what the difference is between the two square devices, but
Yeah.
I have two of the three of the things that are in that picture, and it's like,
Nice.
yikes.
Oh, man. Yeah. So you got to pay attention to that stuff and maybe take a look at the links in the show notes and see if you have either of those things. But I mean, I was going to say be careful with them, but I have stacks of power banks and everything. Oh, I see that Dave's already clicking the next link. I
Well,
could hear it in my monitor.
what happened to my auto mute tabs? I guess it didn't work. So
Yes,
I,
our bonus odd take of the week. Everybody loves a good Yule log, but what happens when you also love NASA? We have the NASA rocket engine fireplace, 8 hours in 4K.
this is pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah,
it's very nerdy.
Yes.
Okay, watch. Oh, I don't like this. It's looping the video very poorly. If you look closely, you can see it
Oh, that
fading.
quickly on an 8 hour?
Yeah, it's like every 3
I
seconds.
put up 8 hours of video. You can
Yeah.
put 10 minutes of rotation.
Who knows? So what they should have done is made uh, a CG version of this,
Yeah.
and then you could have just made it. But let's take a listen to the. I don't think the sound of
Yes.
rocket engines is
Dulcet
copywritten.
tone.
There we go. I mean, it's kind of nice. If I were
It
just
is.
trying to take a nap, this would be
I'm
pretty
definitely
sweet.
going to be putting that on tomorrow for Christmas Eve around the house. I like to find a good Yule log and
I wish I would have uh, read the show notes more closely because I would have put that on as my screen
yeah,
back here
yes.
instead of Fortnite Snowy
Hey,
stuff.
you gotta love some Fortnite Snowy, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a good one. And again, I mentioned before, it reminds me of the fire that was burning in the White House when Trump met with Biden. If you've not seen that clip,
It's
go look it up. They had a raging fire during that meeting.
hopefully they were further forward than we
I
can
don't
tell.
know.
It's just one camera.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, I don't even have the rest of it, but one thing that is always raging are picks of the week. And I am excited for CES. If you missed the head of the show, we are going to CES this year. That I'm going to bring my little handheld mic thing.
Is
So,
Movo there? Maybe they'll give you another
oh yeah, we could
thing.
do some interviews.
Yeah,
Some man on the street in Vegas. We'll be doing it.
let's do it. Man, we're gonna have so much content.
Oh,
Oh,
hundreds and hundreds of hours.
what are we gonna do with all this stuff? Nobody's gonna watch it, but we'll put it
Hey,
up anyway.
yes, yes, we will. If we get a couple views, it helps the channel out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. That's another thing. What you want to see us cover at CES. If there's something that you want us to seek out in Vegas and track down, family friendly, of
Of
course.
course. Well, they. I mean, I suppose there's non-family friendly stuff. I hadn't considered that, but you know,
We will see because
we
our goal is to see everything CES has to offer.
technology's gonna tech. You know,
Yes.
so
Yes.
so we're doing picks of the week, right?
Yeah, I thought maybe we'd do that.
Yeah. So my pick of the week comes with a story. In my little no, in my
Oh, I've
little
seen that product.
in my little car out here, there's a cup holders right in front of where you put the cigarette lighter. And when you got stuff stuck in the cigarette lighter, it sticks out into the
Oh,
cup holder area. So if you have a big drink, it can't fit. And my wife complained about
yeah.
it. So I got one of these bad boys, and there are a couple
Yeah.
different ones available, but there's some wonderful things that I want to share with you on this page. First off, the product here. It's a cigarette lighter power adapter that has power ports on it. But wait, there's more. It also has a tether to a brick with a little clip on it that also has stuff. So when you plug in
Wow.
your accessories, it can be away from where you plug in the thing, which was
Yes.
helpful to me. It's tucked away behind somewhere else, and it doesn't interfere with my wife's drinks, which is very important. And I see that there's a $20 coupon. I think I took advantage of that when I bought it. It was around 16 or 18 bucks when I bought it. So the product works fine. Some of the gold is when you look at some of the pictures here. So let's go
Mm.
here. Uh, AINOPE is the name of the thing. What are you laughing
Yeah.
at here? I haven't even got to the funny ones
The,
yet.
the 2024 turbo fast charging chip.
Yes, yes. There's a lot of creative English on these
Yes.
things, but the company's from AINOPE. It's like
Mm.
no AI here, I guess. Nope. Here we go. Get more fast charging for less. And they have this chart, which I do not understand. I guess it costs less money than the generic one that they have there, which is probably just a cutout of the other one without.
Yeah.
So then we come down to, this is where it gets good. Top picture, rechargeable in the back and get along with AI Nope. And then in the bottom, it says, cannot charge depressed. They're
with the kids.
they're depressed
Oh,
because
happy
they can't
kids with this
charge.
product. But for it to be able to reach with that extender to the back seat, that
Yeah,
is a great product.
I just thought it was funny they chose the word depressed versus
Yes.
like angry or upset or sad.
Yes.
And then here we go.
Oh,
It's kind of the Listen 6 devices fast charging. See, they even changed the company name.
yeah.
I thought it was
Love that.
AINOPE, but it's Listen, I guess now. And then finally we have the perfect cord link. Enjoy your road trip, and then a bent over person with like lightning bolts on their back indicating pain, with the title of terrible charge time. It has nothing. I think it's you're having a terrible time
Yes.
charging, not it takes longer to charge. Anyway, there's
Yes.
just some creative things going on
I
here.
love it.
Yeah. So, but this here, I don't like those dots. Why do they put those dots?
Mm.
Hold on. Let me figure out how to run internet. So this here is an ideal use case where
Yeah.
the backseat person has it clipped into the back seat, and
Oh,
so
I
it's
like
great.
that.
But I don't use it this way, but it is a great tool nonetheless. So there's your
Very
AI
nice.
Nope USB card charger, multi-port, 108 watt fast USB-C card charger, PD 36 watt, and Q 3.0 cigarette lighter card, travel essential for long trips, kids with 5-foot cable, for iPhone 16, 15 Pro Max, 14, iPad, Samsung S24. Did it first
Very,
time. Perfect.
very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's a cool product. I actually just bought a simpler one because we had to switch some around. But my car, I have the cigarette lighter in the trunk. So I have a couple long cables from that routed to the back seat for charging needs there.
That
But
works.
yeah, no, if I buy another one, I will probably pick up that one. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Well, my pick of the week this week, I've been kind of teasing it, hinting at it for a couple weeks. You will know my previous pick of the week and my camera that I've talked about and used for the show for a long time was the Canon M50. I've got a small rig cage on there, bought a bunch of accessories. I bought this one. I should have looked it up to see when I purchased this one.
It's
But
been a while.
as you can tell, I'm not using this for the show.
Hmm.
Now, I got very jealous of Dave and his Sony Z1 EF cameras that he has.
Yeah, no, but yes. Z
I
ZVE10.
ZV-E10. I was looking at those. They were doing a Mark II of those. I could sell my Canon for a decent amount, and then I was looking around best vlogging cameras and everything, and I decided to purchase the Sony ZV-1F. Now, like my Canon and your Sony's are interchangeable camera or lenses. You can take the lens off. Now, this has a fixed lens on it, but I realized that 95% of my use for this device is at my desk as my camera for meetings and the show. So I figured, you know what? I love Sony cameras. This has
Oh, what happened? You still there? Oh,
for a subscription to the Webcam Utility Pro to be able to use it as a webcam. So already I'm saving $6 a month. And I did remember to cancel it. Ding, 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 winner, winner. But yeah, the Sony Z1F. Now, this is one you'll see a lot of YouTubers, they'll have it on a little selfie stick or something. It's a very lightweight, very compact camera. It has some digital zoom built in. But again, very nice little camera. The one of the key things for me ever since I got my first digital camera, a Nikon Coolpix, back in 2000, I think, is having the screen be able to flip out and rotate so you can see the screen while you're looking into the camera, which I can do. There's a great app on the phone. It's probably the same one for your camera, Dave, where you can control everything from the phone, all the settings.
I've
Control
had mixed
recording.
results with mine. I don't use it,
Yes.
but yeah, it exists. I'll say that.
Yes. And so for the Canon, I think this one's like came out like 6 years ago. they're still like $600. I think yours are around $700 for the Sony.
Yeah.
And this one, I was able to get a deal at Best Buy for $350.
That's
And
incredible price, honestly.
yes, and it is $350 on Amazon right now for the black model. They also have a white model, much like your camera. But
Is the
yeah,
black model bigger than the other one? What's the deal? What's the difference?
I don't know. It is cheaper.
Okay, that's interesting.
Um,
It is cheaper, but yes,
yes.
I famously, no, it's not famous. Nobody cares. The one that I purchased, the ZV-E10, was white because I'm like, I just want everything I own is black, and you put it in your bag along with your black microphone, your black cables, your black adapters, your black whatever, and you're like, what? I can't. It's dark. I can't see anything.
Yes.
So I bought the white camera, but the funny thing is I leave it attached to my pole here all the time, and I purchased on Facebook Marketplace a black one, and I use the black one all the time. So I should probably switch them. Just I don't know, but at least you have options, either black or white. Those are your color options, and I suppose if you put D brand skins on them, you could make them any color you want.
Yeah. But I do need to get it away from my desk just to do some testing of photos and that type of stuff. But besides the interchangeable lenses.
But you can't do fun stuff like this.
Yes. Well, let me see. My shaky. I do have it mounted on.
There you go. That works.
I can go to a 2x.
And it's probably without degradation.
Yeah, without degradation to that 2x. That's all you get out of it. But I have it mounted on my pick of the week last week, that bendy, flexible desk clamp tripod thing.
Yeah.
And so maybe this will make an appearance in Vegas as well for CES.
Maybe I should bring both of my cameras just so I can brag about you only having one.
Yes, that's the ticket. Well, if you would like either of our picks, it's probably too late to get them for Christmas. A reminder that if you need to do Christmas shopping, you probably need to go to a physical store and hope something is in stock still.
And you're going to
a little late on that.
Go through the gauntlet of other shoppers.
Oh, yes. I was at Walmart today and Fred Meyer's yesterday. Both places were quite crowded. But you can go to notpicks.com. We list all our previous picks of the week there. And hey, Grandma just joined into the chat. Phooey, didn't realize you guys were on earlier as well as on Monday. Just dragged in. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, hey, Grandma. Yeah, we had, on top of going a day early, we both realized that we had some other time commitments that we needed to go live earlier in the day. So surprises all around.
Yeah, but the good thing is on YouTube, you can just back it up and watch it from the beginning. Although you won't be able to live participate in the chat. That's okay. You can still make your own comments to yourself or to the loved ones around you and, play along.
Yes. And we do have a Ramazon purchase of the week through those anonymous Amazon affiliate links that you guys are clicking through on notpicks.com. And just a reminder, as we were talking earlier, the more you buy before we go to Vegas, the more money we'll have to put on black or red on the roulette wheel to make lots of money. But
vote in the comments which color.
Speaking of Christmas, somebody might want to get one of these. The old famous Kimimoto UTV windshield washer pump kit with 12-volt windshield wiper motor kit compatible with Polaris RZR Ranger General Can-Am X3 Defender Commander golf cart.
Wow.
So for all the people that have one of those golf carts in their life and their windshield washer pump kit isn't working, you can get one on Amazon, $60. It's got 3.4 stars on 45 ratings. So I do not know anyone that owns one of those golf carts.
Well, I think we need to get a golf cart to try it out.
Yes. And hey, Grandma says, oh, yes, I have loads of time to talk to myself on YouTube. Don't we all?
That's all I do. Yeah, that was the Ramos screen
purchase.
All day long.
Yes. So there we go. Well, we do hope that you have a Merry Christmas. We will be live on Monday next week at some mystery time. Maybe we'll do it at 8 a.m. Maybe we'll do it at our normal 6:30 p.m. who knows? But we will be live on Monday again last week. So check in ahead of time to see when we might be live for the last show of 2024.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. What are
the
we going to
last
do?
show before we go to CES.
And I was typing something. Sorry about that. Did you mention that the next week is also on Monday?
Yes,
Did you say that?
yes.
Did you
That
say
will
that?
be live. That we don't know what time it will
Yeah.
be on Monday yet. Hopefully the 6:30
I think
time.
it should be 6:30. I can't
Yeah.
think of any conflict with that.
I haven't checked my family calendar, so Chelsea, when the episode will go, remember I told you about that thing next Monday? But oh, and Elliot has sent us a text of a 6.7 kilogram brisket, 3 venison boneless rib roasts wrapped in bacon with special dry rub on the meat.
I asked
So if you happen to be in Melbourne, Australia for Christmas,
I
track
asked if
down
I could
Elliot.
show it on the screen, and I didn't hear back from him. Do you think that he would care if I showed it?
I think you could show the meat on the screen.
Yeah,
I
let
don't
me-
think that. Oh man, that looks
Let me do
amazing.
this here. Okay, here we go. Boom. Look at that. Look at that.
Glorious.
I want to put that in my mouth. Once it's cooked, of course.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's
Very
amazing.
nice.
Good job, Elliot.
Yes. Well, yes, we are excited for Christmas and what might be under the tree. We're excited. Let us know in the comments what kind of tech gifts you get for Christmas. Or join us next week and we can talk some tech gifts. We'll try to figure out something interesting to do for the end of the year. I mean, the show's always interesting, but something unique to close out 2024.
Yeah.
And there's Elliot. Thanks for the shout out. Yes. Elliot Smoked Meats in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah, I'm sure if you paid him enough money, he would smoke a meat for you also.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Send your comments to smokedmeatsbyelliot.com. And I have
There
not
you go.
verified that URL.
Yes.
Go there.
May
at your
or may
own
not
risk.
work.
Yes.
Yes. Very nice. Well, that is another show. We have wrapped it up. Get to wrapping those gifts up. Get out there and tech better. And I'll say skibbity Rismus this time since you cut it off last time, Dave.
Oh, geez.